What's happening, guys? It's Tristan back again with Lawson's car reviews, and today I have a 2013 5.0 Mustang GT with the performance pack. So I have driven one of these before. I really like them. Obviously I've got a 2012 Mustang, but let's take a look at this one, see how it's different than my black Mustang. What's good, YouTube? This hood is really light. Giddy up! So first of all, guys, it's pretty obvious that this car looks awesome. I love the fog lights that are in the grille. The V6 models don't come with these, and the 2013-14 model, and the newer Mustangs also do not come with the fog lights. I think they made a huge mistake going away from that, but on the new Mark 1 they do kind of have a place where fog lights could go. These are the 19-inch wheels, performance pack wheels, and these are 255s, 40 R19s, and you get the Brembo brakes, so you get extra stopping power, and the suspension is also a lot stiffer. You only get the Brembo brakes on the front, you do not get them on the back, which is fine. You still have quite a bit of stopping power. And this particular model that I'm driving also has a Borla exhaust, so as you'll hear in a second, it sounds awesome. And the tail lights on these 13-14s, I think they're the best tail lights that come on any single Mustang. I love them. Let me show you when you do the turn signals on these cars. It does have sequential tail lights. The car needs to be on for me to do that, but it's not a big deal. Let me go ahead and open up the hood, just so that you can see the heart of the beast. And by the way, if you've seen the engine cover on the new Mustang, it looks terrible compared to the engine cover on this one. This one has got a great looking engine cover. Look at that. You got the tower strip brace to stiffen up the front, and this engine cover just looks so much better than the ones on the new Mustang. And as you see, it says powered by Ford on the side, and then he does have a cold air intake induction kit, and it's a true cold air kit because it seals the box, unlike a lot of them. And then on the inside, it's pretty basic on the inside. It doesn't have the leather, it's got the regular cloth seats. As you see, the interiors on the brand new Mustang have come a long way from this one, because this does have a bunch of hard plastic. The gray is kind of boring, but you don't buy this car for the interior, you buy it for that 5.0 engine. And whoever changed the gear shifter, or whoever owned this car changed the gear shifter to an RTR gear shifter. It's not a stock gear shifter, and the clutch is extremely short in this car. So the person obviously put a different clutch in this vehicle. But let's get to the good part. Let's go ahead and start this bad boy up and see how it sounds. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted of any new uploads that I do, and hit the like because it helps the channel to grow. On with the video. Okay, so I will say that this model on the inside does not have the shaker stereo system, and overall, you know, mine has leather here, red leather seats, so it is not as nice on the inside as mine. It does have 82,000 miles on it, so it is very basic on the inside. The other thing while we go for a drive is I don't have my GoPro yet. I did have a GoPro and it was faulty, so I had to take it back. And this is a manual car, so it's very hard to drive while holding a camera. So I do apologize if the footage is not the best, but hopefully you can hear the sound right now. It is it sounds amazing. Let me go ahead and do a quick acceleration for you so you can hear how it sounds. Now guys, if you think that that doesn't sound good, then you basically don't have a soul. Okay guys, the other thing that it does not have is it does not have the feature where you can change the color of all of the dials and have a halo ring and change the ambient lighting. My car does have those features, which are nice because when you get bored of the color, then you can change the color to whatever you want. So right off the bat, let's get to the obvious. This car is obviously way faster than my V6 Mustang, but it's not faster where you think it would be. 0 to 60 I don't feel like is a huge difference. Where the main difference is this car has a lot more torque, so you can be in a higher gear and still have a lot of pulling power without having to drop gear. Whereas in my car, I'd have to drop to third or second. This car can stay in fourth and still pull just fine. And it sounds awesome. And the other thing is the suspension, this being a performance pack, I believe it has, as well as upgraded brakes, I believe it has upgraded suspension too. And I can totally feel the difference in the corners from my car versus this car. This car is way more flat in the corners, even though it is still got a solid rear axle. So getting on the highway, and I'm gonna go from about 40 miles an hour in fourth gear, just so you can see what I mean about the difference in torque between this and a V6. So going 40, and as you can hear, the car is pulling just fine. And I'm getting up to speed really quick. Now this car does come with 435 horsepower, and I'm not sure of the foot-pounds of torque, but I know that the newer generation, the new S550s, they come with 460 horsepower, 420 foot-pounds of torque. So it's quite a bit faster than this, but this car probably makes more than the stock numbers because it has an aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket cold air intake, aftermarket clutch, and it's probably been tuned. So I have no doubt that this is more than 435 horsepower, at least to the crank. Anyway guys, I've enjoyed this. This is just a quick review. I'm sorry for the camera bouncing all over the place. It's hard to hold it while driving, especially in a manual car. Leave your comments, let me know, is this your favorite Mustang, favorite modern Mustang, or do you prefer the S550s? This one is my favorite shape, especially with the fog lights and the hood vents and everything. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.